Hello and welcome to another Dragonstorm Studios video. Last week we drew Rocket Raccoon from the Guardians of the Galaxy, so of course today we're gonna draw his sidekick, Groot. Voiced by Vin Diesel, which was a very surprising revelation to me back at the time, Groot became a fan favorite in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Whereas we may have liked Rocket for his snarky comments and rough and tumble attitude, Groot endeared himself with his childlike nature and mostly understated character. Mostly. Of course, the fact that they created a marketing coup with the subsequent introduction of Baby Groot didn't hurt the appeal of this talking tree. I firmly believe that it was James Gunn's decision to pay off Groot's life cycle with this character that led to the creation of Grogu, better known to the public as Baby Yoda. As per usual, we have begun with a basic outline, drawing lightly in order to erase our guidelines more easily as the figure is adjusted. Unlike Rocket, we are portraying Groot in a very static pose. He is a ponderous character whilst not in combat. To add interest to the picture, however, the background will be drawn with bioluminescent spores that he gives off in the first film. Initially, I was going to have him offering the viewer a flower like he does to the child in Nowhere during that first film, but I realized it would look a little too similar to that last portrait we did, the one of Rocket. You know, it really should come as no surprise to me that James Gunn made me care about a walking plant beast from the Planet X. He did the exact same thing with a humanoid shark in the recent Suicide Squad movie. And he'll likely to continue to create endearing characters as we move toward the third Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Texture will be a huge factor in making this portrait look realistic, but we will begin with shadows and shading to give our subject here a sense of depth, which will also go a long way towards adding realism. For the bark, we darken the skin to create a suitable tree-like tone, and then we're going to add segmented parallel lines to simulate the necessary texture as if it actually was bark. Darkening in between the plates of the bark will also help to create contrast and depth. I have discussed this in previous videos, but I try very hard not to have too much actual white left on the page when I'm finished. Now, whites of the eyes are usually an exception, and in this case, for this drawing, I'm going to be doing those spores in the background, so that will be an exception too. But because Groot is a brownish color, we're going to be shading pretty much all of him. A dark background will not only allow Groot to stand out and have more contrast, but it will also allow for the spores to have like a glow effect as well, using a blending stomp to achieve this effect. And one thing I've noticed already when it comes to the cuts that I've done and the edits I'm going to be doing is that there's going to be a lot of situations where I'm just showing a small amount of work and then doing the rest off camera, because a lot of art really is a bit more tedious. In fact, I would even go as far to say that very often art isn't the skill or the talent, but it's just the patience to get all of the areas filled in or all of the portions done in a picture. After recording, I decided just to go over the drawing one more time, adding some more dark to the picture because I figured the spores were really the only light source. We'd get more shadows in the picture. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you feel it deserves it, please give it a like and share it so more people can see it. If you have opinions or suggestions, please feel free to comment below in the comments. Have yourself a great day, everyone.